Right. Going down by the feel of it. Goodbye. Gonna need a new chair soon. This one likes to go down on its own every now and then. Thankfully it is... doesn't always do it. It's not all is lost. Right. So... hang on. Let me just set the audio up so we can listen to the game whilst I'm playing. I'll put my headphones on so it doesn't come out there. Okay, so what is going on? I have been, over the course of this week, making a new extra level. So there's some extra level to go in time for the update. This one was a lot quicker to do than the other one that I was working on, Adventure. So I've kind of benched Adventure for now. I will come back to it. Hopefully I'll get Adventure in before Christmas. However, this is going to be the next one to release. I think what I'm actually going to do is when the update comes out of beta, I'm going to have this extra level as, which is called Excavators, by the way. I'm going to have this extra level as, one sec. Just going to keep an eye on my channel. I'm gonna have this extra level as the one that's available immediately. And then Tug of War will come out a month later. So this will come out immediately, then Tug of War will become available to everyone at the end of November. And then, with any luck, I'll be able to get Adventure out at the end of December. So what is this one, I hear you cry? Well, I haven't done everything on it yet. It just needs balancing, but all the key parts of it are together. Let me just check the audio set to the right thing. Yeah, it is. Okay, that should be fine. So we should all be able to hear the game when it starts. Right. So the objective is to kill 16 mole crickets. As you can see, it's a purely underground map. There is no surface on this map. And basically, I've created tunneling tile surfers, tunneling underground enemies, which you will see. It shouldn't take long before they start spawning. So there's 16 of them spawn. I haven't actually got to the end of this level yet, so I don't actually know how difficult it is. I think it's going to be pretty difficult though, to be honest. What difficulty settings will do in this, it will reduce the number of enemies underground, but it will also slow the mole crickets down. So the mini-map will get a ping when the first mole cricket is upon us. It also repeatedly pings, so there's the first one going. As you can see, it's on the move. As it moves, it creates a cavern as well behind it. So So the theory behind this level is that if you let the mole crickets just go, they will tunnel through all of these, and then when they finally get to your base, they will come with all the enemies.
This colony must remain small for now.
So
food is too scarce.
So you have to prevent them the best you can.
The ants must
You have to prevent them tunneling through too many, so you become overwhelmed. I think in order to win this on harder difficulties, you're going to need to know the level, because you're going to need to know where the next one's coming from. Turn food gather off for them. Right, I'm going to create a couple more workers here. I'm going to create a digging group for workers. Okay, so the mole cricket looks like it's about to tunnel in anyway. Okay, so clearly I didn't handle that brilliantly. Now I know what's coming next, so I'm going to start by heading the next one off at the pass so it doesn't kill me.
The workers have done all they can to improve these food stores.
So I knew where that one was coming from. This one's a little bit slower to give the player a chance to Right, Rempy. Good to have you with us. I'm alright, I'm good. I'm testing out a new extra level. Okay, so I'm not going to get there in time, so I may as well cut my losses. Additionally, the next one comes here and right. So I need to make sure I've got enough ranged units to deal with this. So this one's whip spiders, and of course a mole cricket.
The battle has begun.
If I can split them up a little bit, I'll be better off. Okay, looks like it's happening.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Oh, rubbish. Well, I'll have to hope I've got enough units to deal with this. I don't think I do, actually. But to be fair, the whip spiders are almost all gone. Right. You go get some food. Looks like I'm gone.
The queen is in imminent danger.
The difficulty I'm designing this around at the minute, it's called Excavators. Okay, so that attempt clearly failed. I'm designing it around hard difficulty. So this should be fairly tricky for me. You know what? I'm gonna give the player a little bit more time. Not a huge amount more time, but if we have a look at the blueprint here, top left whip spiders. So if I give them 20 more seconds to get there. Oh, the speed's 50. I thought the speed was slower. Right, let's slow it down as well. So I'll give them. I'll put it speed 25. So it's half the speed it was before. That should give me more time to get there. 1 second, I'm just going to close the window because there's builders out there. Should quieten that background noise a little bit. Okay, so that's the point of today's stream. I'm going to be testing this level. We'll get it right. Another thing I wanted to do, trap jitters are not meant to be on in this level. Just going to disable them. There we go. That's what I've been meaning to do for a while. Okay, then we shall test again. There's going to be lots of testing in this one. All right then, let's do it. Should probably learn my own hotkeys. Idea how to improve the performance of on free play with multiple colonies. One thing you can do at the minute, because I know the funnel webs are an issue, is disable the funnel web landmark. Because I know when multiple colonies, when enemy colonies walk over that thing, that landmark, it definitely causes a slowdown. We improved it a little bit recently, but it didn't improve it much. So that landmark still needs work. So that's one way of doing it. Another option: have less colonies. So reduce the number of enemy colonies to 2 or 1 enemy. That will massively reduce the number of ants that you're dealing with. Ultimately, I'm going to put a population limiter into free play to allow you to forcibly limit the size of all colonies in the game.
The battle has begun.
Which should reduce the size of the enemy colonies, but also your own. It will basically act like a population limiter that
they can to prepare this brood
is
chamber.
strict. So this is the way around, actually. It's not that. I want this there. No, that there. That there. That's what I want. This one to be the harvester. This one to be the digger. And that one to be...
Okay. The battle has begun.
I think I've done a very good job of this time. Oh, interestingly, I seem to have a level 2 black amp. I have to remember the next bit of the level is a lot easier than it was before. I shouldn't spend any more cash because I'll run out if I do. There we go. Okay, so you go off up there, and so do you. Okay, so I should have been tunneling this earlier. We'll see how much easier I've made it. It's moving slower at the minute, so I might be able to make it. But I'm gonna be up against the same odds as I was before now. Food harvest. Food gathers off, isn't it? That's why they're not picking up. And the odds are actually going to be worse if I let it get to there. Which I already have done. So, I've just lost. think it needs even more time. I'm going to give it a bit more time. Considering it's the second one. So you get 120 seconds before the first one. No. You get 120 seconds, then the first one spawns. This is... Ah! I've got these wrong. This isn't the top right start. This is the top left whip spiders. This is the top right start. No. This one's the top left row beetles. Then this is left side 3 various. No wonder I was confused. No wonder that didn't feel any longer. I think this is final top left. But these timings are all going to be off now. Well, I just see what it feels like. So I've given the initial one. Problem is I haven't managed to get past the second one yet. So we're going to... it's hard to say what's right for it. Okay. Yeah, just so I don't forget, I'm just going to dig this out right away, because funnily enough, it really doesn't matter how early you dig this bit out. You just have to do it before the mole cricket appears. That mole cricket appears specifically.
The ants must defend themselves. This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
I think we got this. We've actually done a really good job of it this time. News on the fire ants. With the fire ants, they're currently working on the moving aphids, so aphids that can get moved from plant to plant. So we're still in the mechanics phase. We're not actually, well, we are, and we're not building the levels yet. We're getting all the mechanics together for the levels, so I wouldn't expect the fire ants this year. There's going to be more updates this year, but I wouldn't expect the major update to come this year. Just to manage the expectations. We should be fine here now because we've cleared all the resources out. Okay.
The ants must fight. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Gonna run out of resources anyway. There are actually a tiny amount of resources up there. Go. Do what you can. What's my other ant's mission it off to get the remaining resources. Shows how dangerous those whip spiderlings are early on. Come on. That's it. 2 ants spawned. There we go. Right. Hopefully the corpse of that thing will res half my army. We'll be ready for the next attack. I want to avoid these, but I'm happy to take these on. Thanks for rotating towhead. It's much better now. No problem. I'm glad the improvement worked. It's every time I played towhead as well, you just got stuck in your base. Like you couldn't get anywhere. But there was the extra access routes. That's all it needed. Some extra routes to. Right, I think the where the next attack's going to come from is this area. I think I'm going to need more gatherers because I've got. Oh boy, this mission's tricky already. Right, so I think the wait after those two in the top left is a bit long, so I'm going to shorten that. Oh, it's down here. Okay. Right. We'll get back. We're going to be making a push in this direction. I think I'm going to need to slow that one down.
The ants must defend themselves. The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
God, I think I'm about to get wiped out. That one definitely needs slowing down. Okay, so 4. Spawn number 4 needs slowing down. Dramatically. If I had level 3 wood ants, this might be possible, but I don't, so it's not. Liam made it. Yeah, Liam's done all the sounds in the game. Music, sound effects. He's the person that is in command of the audio. Well, it might be possible, actually. And that one needs slowing down. Look at the speed that one's going. Well, I managed it. I just don't know if it's going to be a bit of a hollow victory because the one after it's just going to slaughter me. I think this one you actually have to stop in its tracks. Because I believe some of these are... I think most of these are rove beetles, like big ones. And I'm not prepared for those at the minute. Yeah, look at that.
The battle has begun.
Okay, well, I'm definitely dead, so let's quit there and implement some of these changes. Okay. So I got this wrong again. So left side 3 various. So it's not left side 3 various, it's actually... I think it'll be left side 3 various next. But I think this is actually the bottom right race. The right, yeah, right race. Then it'll be, yeah, then it's left side 3 various. Then the final top left one. And I think that one's the bottom left long dig. Already had the right race. Bottom middle. Bottom right. Okay, so that's what I think these are. I can't remember. I should have really written them down as I was going. Okay, so some of the changes. Right, I think I've made this too long now, especially as I've slowed it down. 200. Let's do 170. Then the one that follows it as well is too long, so let's do 140. And then the right race is too long, and this is I managed to kill this, but this is where I damn it. And this one is where I died. So right race, shorten that to 80. Okay. I'm going to slow this one down to 30. But the right race was the first one that was really obviously way too quick. So I'm going to turn that to 10. So it's going to be really quite slow. Then on the left side, the one that actually killed us, that needs to be slow as well. So all of these, I would say, put at 10. Speed 10. Sorry, that was wrong. I'm going to go even slower with this one. With the first one at least. Just to give you loads of time to deal with it. It might be more exciting if you can see it moving really slowly. It's basically, if I make things move really slowly, then... Actually, I'm going to do this with the second one as well. If I make things move really slowly, it gives the player a chance to react to them, rather than just having to know where they are. Yeah, I think I'm going to try doing that and reducing the time. So that one's really slow now. This one can be a little bit faster. The right race. Yeah, 5, 10, 10's fine for that. Okay, final one on the top left. And I'll make that really slow. Bottom left long dig. Now this one needs to be the slowest. So and the following ones can speed up a bit. Speed 10, speed 10. Then I'm not sure what the rest of it is yet, so I can't quite remember. Right, I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm just going to get a drink. Yep. going to I expect a hard difficulty setting for the AI someday. not soon. See, I really need to get back onto the creatures. I've spent a lot of time working on these extra levels and free play. So I'm going to be putting that down soon to work on the creatures, and I'll come back to AI probably after the Fire Ant update. Right, I'm going to slow down all of these. Just because I think they're all way too fast, and having them slow as a starting point is more likely to be correct. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. That is actually, I think, the end of the level. So I really need to update their tiles ASAP. Yeah, their base underground is just pre-built. Well, it's not pre-built, but they've got a pre-built plan. So they've got their tunnels already pre-dug out and some base built, but they basically build their rooms to a plan, to a specific plan. And you'll notice each underground is exactly the same each time, apart from the creature types, of course. It was just a quick way of doing it. We will look at the AI more thoroughly further down the road, and we'll do a proper job. Liam was working on one that creates its own underground dig pattern and could dig to resources and that. However, that was before leaf cutters came out, and he was spending so long on it that the leaf cutter update was just being pushed back and pushed back. So eventually, he just put it down. And said, no, we got to work on the next main campaign update, and until the campaign is finished, other things will remain mostly to the side with their effort. We'll be putting most effort into the campaign. Like most new features, well, all new features pretty much will come from campaign. So some big ones in the Fire Ants, like the bridges and that. So we're gonna need to put effort into that for a while.
The ants must defend themselves.
Right, give me one moment. Just one moment. Sorry about that. Right, wait. Right, how complex is a PopCap to implement in the OCU? We already have two implementations of PopCap. So in free play, there's the one that increases the cost of everything, and that one's based on the cost. So basically, more expensive creatures take up more points. In the Formicarium, there is a hard PopCap, so you can build 200 ants, doesn't matter what type they are. So there is an implementation already. The issue is with implementing a PopCap into free play, which is where we want it, is that the computer has pre-built tunnels, but they're pre-built to specific values and whatnot. So calculating how much of the pre-built they can build and how much they should upgrade is a little bit more complex. It shouldn't be that bad. Probably a couple of days work for one of us. Well, let's face it, it'll be me. I'm the one that does all the free play work. Okay, well, let's just wait for that to come through. But it is slightly more complicated than just implementing it or adding the one that we've already got, purely because the purpose for it is to stop the AI building such huge numbers of ants and make them upgrade instead.
Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
Okay, so that might be too slow. What did I set that one to? So that's what 5 looks like. It's incredibly slow. So I've just been told about that.
There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
So I'm going to tunnel up to it to deal with it. My guess is that's too slow for anything in this level. Yeah, it would be good for performance with people with lower spec systems. When I run free play, like the other day, I ran a free play game, 4 colonies. I think occasionally it dipped to 25 FPS, but for the vast majority of the time, it was running about 45. And I've got a GTX 9, a GeForce 970, which is 5 years old now. It doesn't tend to be the graphics, it tends to be the processor that actually controls the number of ants you can get. So I think slightly quicker. Probably 10 for that, actually. Oh, but the next one started going. Haha. That's quite cool. I've got 2 on the go now.
The battle has begun.
So that is better though, having maybe I won't increase the speed of that one, because that one kind of is the one to indicate where you're going next. Oh dear. May have spent too many of my resources. Oh, no, I killed it. Okay, good, good. This is actually good, because now I'm having to pick where to put my effort. This is better actually, having them all really slow, but multiple ones going at the same time. How's this one progressing? Okay, I've still got ages on that one, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'll definitely feel that's an improvement. Okay, I'm just going to write down that there's a food that's buried. Food buried top left. Okay. Right, my gathering group can gather from here. I need my others down here, because we need to start work on getting to that chap.
The ants must defend themselves.
Well, I want to expand my gathering group as well. Right, my digging group is now going to be disabled from gathering food. He's still barely got anywhere. Oh, but there's another one starting. Right. I think the right race one, so this one that I'm on now, can go a little bit faster. Slightly faster. Brackets about 8. It's at 5 speed now, so it's not quite double speed, but I don't think it's made nearly enough progress.
The ants must fight. Right. I want it to basically just... I want it to break through as soon as possible now. My gatherers need to come here, because this is where all the food's at. How's this one doing? That one's still making slow progress. They got him whilst he was in the middle of a... That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Bug, 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 bug. No, it didn't really bug. Oh god, I've got 3 on the go. How's about me going? It's alright. This is a new level. This is the first time I actually streamed it and I'm balancing it because it didn't take me that long to put together. It took me a couple of days. Oh, damn it, the wrong thing. Sorry. This level's become quite stressful. Okay. That's the guy. Right. Come on then. We're going this route. This is the route we're going to take. I'm going to try and head him off here. I need to upgrade these.
The workers have done all they can to improve these food
upgrade
stores.
these. Go!
The ants will fight to the death.
Yes, my death ants. Right, I'm getting some level 3s now, so that's good. Oh, okay, it's definitely into there, so I can't do anything about that now. Oh, there's one there as well. I don't think this is going well, by the way. You shouldn't be gathering resources, you haven't got time. Oh, good lord. You're not meant to be here at the minute. Oh god, this one started up there as well. Okay, so again, I've got my things wrong. So after the 3 on the left, it's top right again. Looks like it's only 2 on the left. Get away from my queen.
The queen is in imminent danger.
Thankfully, I've got some level 3 ones, so we should be able to deal with these. Level 3 ones are so good. Right, we need to get back on this. Right, gather group. Gather group, you should be here. Well, I was meant to head it off at the pass, but it's too late. Let's head it off here instead. It's made it into that one already, so. But gather group, you can go there to gather. Oh boy, this is going to be painful.
The battle has begun.
Gather group, go over there, get out of the way. Come on, my level 3s, show me your quality. I think the problem is I'm not spending enough money, to be honest. So I've got loads of resources. I should have a bigger army. It's that simple. Oh god. Oh god. The little ones are going now at least. Problem is the black ants aren't much use as tanks in this situation. They're just dying too quickly. Oh god. It's different, the Cray Scientist. It's how I describe this level. It's certainly stressful.
The queen is in imminent danger.
It's definitely not balanced yet. Oh, this one's on the move as well. Oh boy. Right, I wrote a few things down there, but also I should probably make a couple of those a bit longer between the spawns. Okay, so let's deal with the stuff I wrote down. So first, there's a buried food in the top left. Just one of these food items is too much in the wall. Sometimes it's hard to see, but if you turn the collision on, it becomes more obvious. Yeah, so it's that one, isn't it? Because these are actually spheres, the collision shapes of the tiles. So it'd just be this one is slightly in the wall. YouTubers are going to have a rough time with this level. Yes, they are. Well, I'm balancing it around hard mode at the minute, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, with normal and easy, I'll knock it right down, so I'll give them a lot longer. I will slow the mole crickets down. I'll remove a lot of the tile surface. So, but yeah. The big YouTube channels that play the game aren't necessarily the best, the highest level players of this. Right, so that was that. Right top left. Right race slightly faster. Okay, so the right race, which is this, I said slightly faster. So that tile surf can go a little bit faster. And I've got after the three on the left, so the left three various here, and there's the top left one, then it isn't bottom left long dig, it's we'll move these out because they need shuffling down one. Then it's actually top, I think it's crickets. Let me just check. So it was this one. So I think these are spiny devils. Yeah, they're all spiny devils. I believe it spawns and it just goes through loads of these. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so when did things become too stressful for me to manage? It was these left ones, wasn't it? So I'm going to give these left ones a little bit longer in between them. So I think the first one was fine, but yeah, it's 80 then 70. I gave them a really short amount of time in between. So let's move that up to 100 and 100. 2 sets of 100. Then the final top left one. I think that can be slightly shorter actually, because it's not too dangerous. But it's one you might have forgot about. It's a bit funny. Top crickets. That one's gonna have a speed of 5. Yeah, I think 5's fine for that. Bottom left long dig now. This one needs a slow speed. I'm gonna say 4. I'm not gonna go slower than that. Apart from on easier difficulties, in which case I will automate them going slower. Yeah, bottom middle. That should be fine because by that point you're already in that area. Bottom right. I think these can actually have a shorter timer on them. Then I'm not I can't remember what happens after that, so I'm gonna have to play to that point. Okay, let's try again. What time are we on? 3. I'm hoping to get this level balanced today, and then tomorrow I might revisit the Christmas level. Make sure that's packaged into the next package, the updated Christmas level. Because I made this Christmas level last year that was only in the beta. It never made it out of the beta. So the vast majority of people will have never seen it. However, I never actually managed to balance it to the extent it needed. I actually balanced it around a bug, which was multiplying the stats up of everything massively. So when I solved the bug, everything was completely unbalanced. Other things didn't run through my Black Ant's chamber. Right. I'm getting a lot more of those than I'd normally get. That might be a bad idea. Trying to use my own shortcuts. It's been ages since I've actually used the shortcuts. It's a bit funny because in most RTSs you can have shortcuts set for different unit types, but in our game, because there's so many different unit types and your army can be made up of different things, we just set them up instead to be slots. No one's complained about it. Everyone seems happy enough with it. So it's just number 2, number 3, number 4. But it is different to how other RTS games work in that respect.
The ants must fight.
Plenty of time. As long as you've taken out 2, this area is actually not too bad at all.
This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
I'm just setting up for future-proofing this area now. Resources have been gathered. Right. Regroup, including you, workers. Charge! That's the second one starting now. Right, whilst the second one's... Whilst that's all happening, we can start the tunnelling to...
The colony is starving.
The second
There's
one.
not enough food to feed the new brood.
Head it off there. Okay, you can... My fighters, I will let gather food for a minute. So we can speed up. I think I'm going to start upgrading the black ants earlier as well this time, because I don't think I was getting enough bang for buck. As in the AoEs, there's a lot of creatures with AoEs in this, because a lot of the rove beetles and the devil's coach horse. So I think the black ants weren't strong enough and were just being wiped out too easily. So I'll get a couple more black ants and start upgrading them. I think too often the black ants just wiped out and then my wood ants just had no protection. So having more wood ants in that situation was completely pointless. Oh. In underground levels, I missed the ability to tab between underground and below ground. Okay, the next one's spawned there. Also might be worth getting a couple of Medea. Probably be good to dig out at arenas. It works. There's only one other game that had an underground layer.
The battle has begun.
But I sped this one up, so this one will be going a little bit quicker this time. Okay. How much quicker? It's okay. It's not hugely quicker. Oh, we're so low on food. No, don't turn all that out. Anytime we can buy. We lost everything.
The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
I think we've messed up here. There's tiny amounts of food coming, but I don't think it's going to be enough. This is just dead time now. Right. I'm going to bring my home workers into the harvest here. Might be too late. I think at some points. Oh no, he's going that way. Okay. Right, I need to stop my military units from gathering food because I'm going to need them. I'm going to need to take that mole cricket down before it does too much more damage. We'll see a new tile set for the fire ants. Yes, you will. The fire ants is based in a swampland in North Carolina, and they're not native to there, but as we know, fire ants are an invasive species, so we wanted somewhere different and somewhere where we could make use of their bridge mechanics.
The ants must fight.
So it's based in America. Come on, we got this. We got this. Right. Everyone just gather food. Gather food quickly because we need to get on. Right, I'm going to start the expanse down here. I'm not feeling as good as I was last game, but I have made some things slightly easier, so oh god, they're coming from over here already. How far has this progressed? Okay, it's progressed further than I managed to last time, so that's going to be harder.
The ants will fight to the death.
Whew. Oh gosh, another one. Right, stop gathering food.
The ants will fight to the death.
Right, let's get some upgrades.
The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
Upgrades, 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 go.
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
Right, I need to be able to store more
all
food.
they can to improve these food stores.
What? Where's that not let me upgrade that? Oh, I don't have enough food to do it, that's why. Oh, it's happened.
The ants will fight to the death.
It's happened. The worst has happened. We're out of food resources there anyway. Right, go. Let's see what we can do. I don't have any level 3s yet, unfortunately. Which was vital to surviving this last time it happened. And I don't really want to spend any more cash. I think I've got it there. Right. Workers, sacrifice yourself. I want to see workers in the front line, please. You're right, Huff. Good to see you. Okay. And you as well. Gather whatever food you can quickly, because we need to get going over the other side of the map. Okay, let's go. I'm late. I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late. Right, where did this get to? Okay, it's in there at the minute. Let's see if we can cut through here. Like that. Oh, why am I not spending all these...
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
Oh, stop it, someone stop it. Before it escapes. It's okay, I think we got it. This is going to be a painful attack, though. If we even survive it. I need more, too much going on.
The workers have done all they can to improve these food stores.
There we go. Oh god, look at that attack. Is this even possible? I suppose I need to cut through there and get it before it gets into this room, because that's the room with the big boys. I've got lots of resources coming in, but I think this ball of death is just going to get me. Rally here. Go! Fairly certain that ball of death is just going to get me. Okay, so I can either slow that one down, or I can make it spawn a bit later. Where's this one gone? Because there was one working its way around from here. I was there. I think I'll slow it down. Because it's nice to see multiple ones on the map at the same time. Enemies that have started tunneling to you. Map pings are yes. Map pings are indeed the mole crickets that are currently on their way. So it's this one. So the idea is that the mole crickets spawn and they dig through various caverns. So if you don't tunnel them out before they get through too many caverns, you end up with a big mass of enemies that spawn as soon as they get through.
The ants must protect the queen.
There's just loads of it going on at the minute. Yeah, I'm dead. Underground portal. Yeah, they are. I wanted them to be, so you're I know it does look slightly weird, but it's the points in which they're coming from. So you can actually look around the map if you want and figure it out where they're going to spawn. Oh, this is going to take ages to balance. Okay, so the three that came on from the left side 3 various. Okay, so 5, 10, 10. Okay, I'm gonna slow it down. It's gonna be 3, 5, 5. Final top left one, I think, is fine. It's even spawning at the right point. However, this one... I want to give the player a bit more time because it's getting on top of them by that point. Well, I say the player. I want to give me more time because it's getting on top of me. And this is the long dig one. Maybe I should give me a bit more time there. Okay. Map is nasty. I like it. It is nasty. It's I'm balancing it around hard mode at the minute, so what you're seeing should end up being the hard mode. Insane will just have the tile surf, the mole crickets be a little bit quicker. And the time in between them be a little bit shorter. Normal and easy are going to have they're going to have much longer times in between the cricket spawning and
and they can be slightly faster. No, slightly slower. Sorry. But also they're going to have reduced tile surface. So I'm going to, after I've balanced it around hard mode, I'm going to turn a load of the tile surface, the underground enemy markers, underground enemy exclamation marks into hard only spawns. So yeah, I haven't done the difficulty settings on it yet. And it's taking a long time to balance because playthroughs are taking a long time. I think this map, by the end of it, is going to be over an hour. Maybe not, though. Maybe it'll be about an hour. It's such a big underground. I'll try putting the wood ants somewhere different this time. Happy with my black ant location, but the wood ant location, to be honest, just feels a little bit far from the queen, so... Also, I haven't tried building army ant mages yet. They might help out a lot. But they're so expensive, I don't dare risk building them towards the beginning. Oh god, what am I doing? I'm wasting time, that's what I'm doing. Come on, man. Get it together. So the first one spawned. Oh, it looks like it's been spawned for a little while. I should probably get tunneling. Take out a few of the things that it's going to dig through before it gets to them.
This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support greater numbers. The ants must defend themselves.
As long as I've taken out 2, I generally find this first area isn't that bad. Any more plans for this year in EOTU? So content-wise, oh god, I'm not going to make it. No, never mind. Content-wise, this year there's this level. This will be coming soon once I've got it balanced. We haven't yet released it. I mean the free play stuff at the minute is in beta.
So it's just on the beta branch, so that'll be coming out of the beta branch. We're planning on bringing that out by the end of the month. However, it might not have all the features we wanted in it, so it might not have saving in it when we bring it out of beta, because I think there's still a few weeks worth of work in to get saving working, and I don't want to cause people to wait that long off the main branch, so we'll add in a warning that saving is disabled if you add in enemy colonies, and then bring that out of beta along with this level and the tug of war. Obviously that's still on the beta branch, but you've probably played all those, because people as engaged enough to be in my stream are probably on the beta branch already. So other than that, there's the Christmas level. Now the Christmas level is actually in the game at the moment. It's just horrifically unbalanced. So I'll be rebalancing that tomorrow, I hope. So it should be in the game plenty of time for the festive period. And then I'm also hoping to get Adventure ready for before the end of the year, but probably pretty close to the end of the year. So Adventure might be the map that releases I played all that out. Oh, that might have been a bad idea to make that, because I'm now pretty much out of resources. Oh, some there. Grab that. Right, let's get my army up here. So there's those. All the time that we're doing that, we're going to be working on the Fire Ant update as well, which won't be ready this year, unfortunately. I'm probably looking at next year for that one.
The battle has begun.
So that'll probably bring us to the end of this year. Continue to get extra levels out when we can.
The battle has begun.
We need to. We pretty soon we need to start pressing on with them. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. My army's just left, just as the next units are going to start attacking. Because I turned gather. No, never mind. You know what happened. We need to get on with the Fire Ant update, really. Those of you that follow us on social media might have noticed that we put out a job advert recently, and it's for a marketer. Well, it's for it's basically to help us, someone to help us with marketing.
And the idea is that so much of Liam's time has been taken up recently by marketing the... Because it's no longer just Empires of the Undergrowth. There's other games we're now marketing. We're not developing them, we are marketing them. And it's started to eat up our time that we should be spending working on Empires of the Undergrowth. So we're employing someone to help us with that. Don't know who yet. We haven't gone through the applications yet. We're going to leave it a bit longer to let some more people get applications in before we go through them.
The ants will fight to the death.
But yeah, we're trying to free up more of our time to work on Empires of the Undergrowth, basically. I slowed that one down, didn't I? No, I need them down here, don't I? So the bridges. Oh. That looked like that food thought it wasn't buried, but it definitely was. Let me note that down. Food thought was not buried, but was a right place.
The ants must defend themselves.
This fight's about to happen. Here we go. A couple of you go grab that, and then I need you down
here. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Right, everyone else, off down here. Solid, grab some food and run. We need to respawn the colony. So, we got our fighting force. Let's do it! Currently sending all my workers to die. For the Queen. Okay, no, I didn't mean that. Gather some food quickly. We need to start making our way over this direction.
this hasn't made it in yet, so I think we're golden. As long as I can head that off there, we should be fine. Okay, food is full. Food is
the ants
full.
will fight to the death.
Rather, food never got full.
The workers have done all they can to improve these food stores.
Right, don't gather. Okay, we're good, we're good. I need to spend food again.
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
Come on, where's my diggers? Is there only 2 down here? I think there might only be 2 spawners down here. Yeah, I've got that wrong. Okay. That's something to note. Only 2 spawners on the left. Looking at the level, my first strat will probably be to 1, get nearby food, 2, kill nearby enemies to get more food as fast as possible, 3, get as many level 3 mortars as I can. Yeah, I think that's basically my strategy here. Although the level does force you to stray because of the spawning things. You often want to tunnel them out and kill them as fast as possible. I said I'm probably not doing this as efficiently as you would have. You'll have to show me how to do it on Insane one day. Right, we need to get in there now.
The ants will fight to the death.
Oh, that one still thinks it's buried. Okay. Left tile, left surfer. Thinks. Oh no, I don't think. I think that's the mole cricket. You know? That's the mole cricket. Okay, that's a bug. There's a bug with the mole crickets. Oh. It's a funny one. Basically, when that mole cricket gets to the center of this tile, it will tunnel out automatically. You watch, you just go. It only does a check when it arrives. I've got an idea of what might improve that. No, we haven't even finished all that food yet.
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
I just flagged a tile for digging. Which one? We don't need that many. Okay, I need to pick a route across to this one. This looks the safest, actually. Yeah, I think that'll be the quickest. Right, let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. This is going to be harder now because they're...
The ants will fight to the death.
They got the AoE ones. Looks like we got these in the bag. Head that one off before it gets there. Any chance of that? We've already tunneled into this area, so... Level 3s.
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
Wasn't there one up here? Yeah. Oh, it's this. It's that. Really? Oh no, it's that. There.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Are we really? Oh god, we run out there. Come up here then. There's loads of food up here. Fine. Doesn't look like I managed to head them. Oh no, I did. Right, you gather. Oh, well, gather food, and then we need to get back to base before these cheeky ones ninja my queen. Right, we need to go north. And clearly, this is probably the better bet.
The workers have done all they can to improve these food stores.
Intruders in the nest.
The battle has begun.
That's going to hurt my black ants. Oh boy, I think it looks like I can probably avoid combat by going this way maybe? Oh, this way. Haha.
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
Gonna need some more ants, so let's get some Medeas next. definitely made it into that
The
one.
ants must defend themselves.
There we go. This is the big one. Oh my god. It's okay, we've got loads of level 3 wood ants. It's not okay, is it? I'm gonna die. Okay, they're very quick at these crickets as well. But we should have another round of whack the cricket. That's it, I think we got it. I think we got it.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Right. Harvest away quickly. Oh, no. Not sure what that was. Probably garbage collection, to be honest. Right. I know I'm not communicating much at the minute. I am trying to concentrate. I keep making mistakes. Okay, you lot can do one quick food run.
The workers have done all they can to improve these food stores. The battle has begun.
Okay, the workers on the way. Oh God. Oh look, there's a
The battle has begun.
bug. Yeah, where's the post-process volume? I think it might be. You mean when they tunnel into the nest? Guess not. I guess there isn't. Yep, changing the timings might be enough to make this... Well, actually, no. On easy mode, there needs to be a lot less enemies. Changing the timings is certainly a bit enough to make it harder. I don't think you need it to remove resources or anything to make it harder. Oh god. That tunnel has made so much progress. Oh god.
The ants must fight.
I think this might be the end. I think beach tiger beetles are actually one of the most dangerous enemies in the game en masse. Something I discovered when testing a long time ago was if you throw enough beach tiger beetles at the enemy, they will always die. It does not matter. The player, they will always die. It does not matter how many it doesn't matter how many ants they built, because the AoE damage they do is just so powerful. Right, I definitely need to give the player more time. I'm just dead here. There's no stopping that. With all the money in the world.
The queen is in imminent danger.
So, yeah, that's a photophobic. Okay, I'm going to come back to chat for a minute, and then we're going to call it a day. Right, so I definitely need to slow them down. That was mad. So basically the reason why there's so many adult beach tiger beetles there was because the player was meant to have got there earlier. However, it takes so long to tunnel around the edge to that point that those mole crickets had already pressed really deep into the nest. So if I slow down the bottom crickets or delay their spawning a bit longer, it should give the player time to get there to take out the mole cricket before they tunnel out that many beach tiger beetles. Oh, that was only about 6, wasn't it? As you can see, the level is progressing nicely. It just needs a bit more balancing, and then it should be ready. I'm hoping to get this level into your hands in the beta test some point next week, I imagine, and then we'll bring in the beta stuff out of beta towards the end of the month in time for Halloween. think this one will be a nice Halloween level. It's nice and spooky and underground. Well, it's creepy, I suppose you call it. Creepy crawlies. Hi, you're a bit late. We're about to end the stream. So, having a quick look at what stuff has happened since the last stream. So, since last week, which was when? Sorry? Friday I streamed last? So the 9th. Okay, since last Friday... Crash fix for the other foot. Okay, so yeah, there was a crash. Yeah, so, and that package came out. A few more fixes, then another package came out. That was all those. That was that last weekend where I had to fix some horrific crashes that were happening in the beta branch. Anyway, after that we have. So Matt's still working on bridge construction things. So he says corrected an issue where the bridge construction rails offset, blah blah blah. Starting behavior work on aphid climbables. Okay, so in the Fire Ant update, there's going to be plants that have aphids on. Wait, John, can you ever show us the old build in the future? You mean the tablet version? It's still on my tablet. It's the only version I've got of it is on my tablet. I don't think we even have the code anymore. With one of us probably does. But I can show you it, yeah. But not today. Next week maybe. Okay, so water walking test setup for an aphid plant. Okay, so Liam's clearly doing some water walking tests. Oh, the aphids will you can move them, so you can flag a group to move the aphids rather than drink from them, rather than milk them. And if you do that, they'll bring aphids to plants closer to your nest, so you can gather the aphids in order to get the resources from them closer to home. Fixed harvesting crash on aphid juice. Okay, so that more aphid work going on. Adjustable climbing actor. So that's more aphid work. It's on the caller of many functions. Okay. Modified climbables, so they reject inappropriate inputs. Okay. Few flower holds more than 50 aphids. Now holds 50 aphids. Okay, so the few flower is going to be the plant that the aphids are on. Aphid cart can now prioritize the aphid with the most food attached. Okay, so this is more work towards the aphids. Embellish bridge construction and related AI blueprints. And then Liam's been. Is this the absolute latest up to date? Yeah. So Liam's fixed some bridge problems in level 4.1. Creatures can now collect aphids as well as milk them. Water walking test map has been updated for the aphid situation. Okay, so there we go. Ants, they like to farm aphids or something similar. On my carrots. Right, they do. Good place for them to farm them, eh? Aren't there a type of aphid that make honeydew for a colony underground? Not really, because they need to be on plants. I mean, the ones we have in the game at the minute are root aphids, and that's so we could have them on the ground, and they suckle from plant roots. I suppose they're probably the closest thing you could have to having underground. But in nature, most of the milking's done, because the aphids need to feed on the plants, so the milking's done on plants. But ants move aphids around all the time to get a better harvest, get a better crop from them, or and whatnot. Okay, so thanks very much for joining me. I might stream again tomorrow because tomorrow I'll be continuing balancing this level, but I also want to come back to the Christmas level and balance that a bit. So I know it seems a bit early for Christmas. We haven't even seen Halloween yet, but I've got to get the balancing done early so I can so we can have it in the build in plenty of time for Christmas. Right. So yeah, thanks very much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Hopefully be able to see the stream. Well, you can always scrub through the stream. It'll be up on Twitch immediately afterwards, then up on YouTube in a few days. Right, see you later.